According to the Minister of Health, the recent spike in new COVID-19 infections in Rwanda have been as a result of complacence among residents who have paid little attention to coronavirus control measures put in place by authorities.
Looking at
the number of new infections in relation to how people are handling themselves, it seems to us as if they are calling for a reinstating of lockdown. Some employees, employers and heads of families have continued to deliberately flout set guidelines. Some parents have allowed their children to host house parties with 50 or 100 guests. Worse still, none of them bothers to wear a face mask. Isn't this an indication that people actually do not care about the seriousness of this pandemic? During the cabinet meeting held on Wednesday, the government reaffirmed the need for increased vigilance in implementing COVID-19 preventive measures and called on the public to limit unnecessary movements, including visits to friends and family. Health Minister Dr. Ngamije says that the government has invested heavily in containing COVID-19, but that should not serve as an excuse for complacency, especially among members of the general public.
This
virus has been evolving. Who knows if it will get more deadly? People should not wait to see an increase in the number of deaths to start taking set guidelines with due seriousness. The virus is still here and it kills. Apart from being deadly, it has other effects on their livelihood and the economy. Don't you think that people who are living in areas under lockdown are suffering? Their occupations are on hold for not respecting the set guidelines. I don't think anyone would be confident enough to open schools when we are still registering about 40 new cases every day. It is very difficult. We are going to experience COVID-19 effects in different ways if we don't live by the set guidelines. Despite the reopening of some businesses and the lifting of COVID-19 lockdown in many parts of the country, health experts believe that the general public holds the key to ensuring that the country does not experience another wave of new COVID-19 infections again.